Hey everyone, it is the Charming Giraffe, and today I'm going to test out this paint pouring kit that I think I got at Walgreens, priced at $12.99. I did buy this quite a while ago, so I don't know if the materials are still good or not, but we'll test it out and see how it goes. This one has all kinds of supplies in here. You get 2 8x8 canvases, 4 paints, a glitter pack, 2 pairs of gloves, 4 stirring sticks, 4 mixing cups, and an instruction sheet. So I will get everything opened up and see what we have here and get started. Alright, so I got everything open. We've got the 4 bottles of paint, purple, blue, pink, and white. We've got 2 canvases. I went ahead and opened this one. And then here's the other one. It's got some sort of like grid thing on it. You're not going to be able to mimic that exactly, so I guess it's just kind of for a general idea. The stir sticks, the cups, there are 4 of each, and then they did come with 2 pairs of gloves. I'll show them to you. They're these, and I'm not going to wear them in this video because they make a lot of noise, and I'm afraid while I'm moving my hands around and handling the cups and things, it's going to be way too loud on the video. So I decided I was just going to use the gloves that I always use. And then there's a glitter packet. So it does come with instructions, prepared paint, and then 3 different techniques. The third technique is just kind of like a follow-up on the second technique, like an extra thing you can do the next day. But one of the things I thought was funny was sit the canvas on a soup can or an upside down cup and allow it to dry overnight. I thought that was hilarious. Definitely a good use of your leftover soup cans. So the second technique was actually a flip cup. They didn't call it that in the paperwork, but that's essentially what it is. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to do that one first. It did say to use the 4 colors and to use about 1/4 of the bottle of paint. So this is definitely a lot more liquid than the way that I mix my pouring paint, or the pouring paint, like the pre-mix that I've used from Mixed Media Girl or any of the other ones. I don't think I've used ones that were this thin before, unless I just accidentally mixed it up that thinly. We only need about 4 ounces of paint for this size canvas. This was an 8x8. I do want to make sure I save enough for the second canvas. And I don't know how big these little cups are, so I'm just going to fill it up most of the way. Since it's so thin, it's going to run really easily, so I'm not concerned with coverage because it's definitely going to get covered. But I am concerned about how the colors are going to blend. Okay. There, we flipped it. I do not have soup cans to prop this up on. I do have these extra cups that they gave, so I'll use them instead. That'll work. All right. Okay, not too bad. I'm impressed. There is some still color differences here. My table's clearly not level, but you can definitely see how fast, how liquidy this is. Wonder, can I, how to do this? When it's not a stretch canvas, I don't really have a place to hold. Trying to see if I could somehow save the excess. I guess we can make skins and see how the skins compare. But since we're on this corner with the cup, I'll go ahead and pour it into the cup. Okay, it definitely is getting more blended as I tilt, which is expected, especially with how thin this paint was. I think what I might do is go ahead and just add some. So that was a flip cup. But I'm gonna take, let's see. Here, let's see what happens if I just do this. Make some kind of stripes through here. And this is the paint that was on the canvas that ran off the canvas and into the cup. That's pretty cool. I like that. Like even my hands, like you can see how liquidy this paint is. definitely purple and blue. I do think I want a little bit more pink in here. So I'll pour some in the cup and then pour it out onto the canvas. And tilt that just a little bit for blending. So far for my liking, the paint is way too thin. I don't approve of the paint consistency. Got a little drip here, so I'm just gonna run my stick through it, make it look like it's supposed to be there, somewhat. And we'll see when this dries if the canvas warps. Sometimes with acrylic pouring, because the paint's typically so thick on the canvas, it can cause the canvas to warp, the panels. But since this paint's so thin, I wonder if it won't do that. So we'll see. I will move this off to the side and we'll go ahead and do the second painting. All right, we're back for the second canvas here, which will be the first technique, which is essentially kind of like a straight pour or a puddle pour. It says to pour a few colors in the center of the canvas, carefully move the canvas, and allow the paint to flow around the canvas. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll start kind of like a puddle pour, because that's kind of like what these little designs look like. And then just kind of go willy-nilly once we get started. We'll see how this goes and then go from there. So I did pink, purple, blue, white, and I'm just going to go through the same colors again. You can definitely tell which direction the table is unlevel. And I'm just doing really small amounts here. Again, it's a 8x8 canvas, so you only need about 4 ounces of paint, so you don't need a lot. Actually pretty excited about this one. I like these colors. They're definitely my colors, so. I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm actually going to turn it around so that it's not on the unlevel part, or to move so that it moves to the different side, I guess is more what I'm trying to say there. All right, and let's do this again. I'm gonna do a couple different puddles, but in the same order, and hopefully this will be a good plan. We'll find out. Oh, looky there. Very interesting. It's all kind of moving to the center of the canvas. I expected it to go this way because that's normal. That's how my table has been on level. So interesting. Definitely air bubble issues. I'm sure they'll pop themselves. The paint is super, super thin. But it's just interesting, like, they're stubborn. They don't pop. Like, just moving the paint around. I'm sure you could torch them, wouldn't be a problem. I'm not going to because they didn't include that. So I want to only use the materials, aside from the gloves, just for the purpose of the video, that they provided. And I have only used 2 pairs, and they only included 2 pairs. So I am still using the same quantity of gloves. I just wanted you to be able to hear it and not have all the crinkly sounds in the video. Okay. So far I like it. It's just so hard to tilt to like kind of keep your design the way you want it because the paint is so thin. Let's see. I'm gonna try to help it along, see if it helps. Yeah, definitely a little bit. Using my hand as a barrier so that I don't run a whole bunch of paint off, because kind of hard to, it would be easy to do because it's so thin. So I just put my hand up as a barrier, and then it doesn't all run off, and then you can push it back. All right, let's do it this way. I don't really know what I did to make these really pretty, almost kind of like a balloon smash design, but I like it, so I'm definitely gonna attempt to maintain it. I'm just gonna get the canvas covered, then we can add more paint. We have some more. Okay, there's that. I'm gonna move that design that I like to the middle. Kind of want to pop that air bubble that's right here. It's definitely challenging with the gloves because it's just gonna drip everywhere now because the paint is so thin. All right, we definitely have enough blue and white, so let's go back with some purples and pinks. And then just kind of hope my gloves don't drip, because that's all we can really do at this point. Okay, just gonna move this around a little bit with my stick, and then we'll tilt, and then that'll help. Ooh, I like what I did there. And then that'll help blend it in some more too. We actually need more paint in this corner. So I'm gonna kind of go through the colors again. That's in the order they're on the canvas. It was blue, white, and then pink, and then purple. And for funsies, let's run a stick through it. There we go. That looks pretty cool. All right, I think I'm happy with that. So I'm going to move some things out of the way, and then I will bring you in for a close-up. All right, here we are for the close-up. This is the first one that was the Dirty Pour Flip Cup, and then I did some ribbons through it. We'll start in the lower right-hand corner. Definitely all the colors blended a lot more than in the clean pour. But not bad, but I definitely would say I like the clean pour better. And then for the clean pour, here it is. Looking at it now, it kind of looks like an alien or something. Like, this is an eyeball, and that's an eyeball, and this is a nose, and this is a grumpy mouth. Or that's a bird. I don't know. Let me know what you see in this, because there's lots to see here. So I'll start in the upper right hand corner here. I'm actually pretty impressed with this one. Hi, little bird. The colors blended the more you tilted, but there's a ninja, this little pink ninja. But you had more of an opportunity to get the separation with the colors. So I'm happy with the way this one turned out. I really like it. I keep seeing different things in it, so definitely take a second and tell me what you see in it, or what's the first thing you see in it in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and do what makes you happy.